Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. A trending video from the Ogolonto area of Ikorodu near Just Right Supermarket shows a motorist being harassed by street urchins after his car broke down due to fuel shortage. According to witnesses, he had simply gone to buy fuel, only to return and find himself surrounded by good boys, touts, demanding money before he could leave. Sadly, he's not isolated. This is not a one-off. Across Lagos, motorists now live in fear. The moment your car breaks down, street urchins swarm around you, demanding money aggressively. Some even go as far as robbing people in the process in traffic. They knock on windows pretending to beg, but many people have lost valuables to such encounters. Beggars now line up in traffic lights, blurring the line between desperation and danger. We ask, are Lagos streets becoming unsafe for ordinary citizens, or have we simply allowed this menace to grow unchecked? Join the conversation by calling us on 020-1635-2013, or you could tweet to us at TVC Connect, #YourView, so that we can read your tweets. We're also streaming live on YouTube right now. We'd love you to comment there as well. Another platform for us to read your tweets. So I am going to be throwing this to Ramatu to be the first person to start this conversation. Yes, because anytime I go to this, before I used to feel like, oh, mainland, there's a lot of beggars, people gathering around you. But
come to the island.
When I now started going to the island, frequently, once you stop at that traffic light, they will just swarm around you. Small people looking into your car. Even if your car is tinted, they would peer into your video and into your window, and it seemed like it's it doesn't. You feel unsafe with the way they look. Yes, with the way they look. Have you had any of such experiences?
Of course, a lot. The last time when I came on the show, I complained about one girl that just, I was traffic light. She just started pouring water on my windscreen to wash the windscreen. And I was not telling her, stop. She refused though. She refused. She still continued. I said, stop. She left it for me like that. Oh. And, and then I had to thank God there was water in that. And it was in the morning that I said they should pour water inside that place. If not,
you wouldn't have been able to get it.
And then I now cleaned water. Yes, and I wiped off that whole thing. The other one again that happened to me was my wiper. I was going. The guy just brought in the wiper. The latest, he would just bring the wiper, and was now pointing at my own that my own is faulty. That's so that he can change it. And I'm like, how is it faulty? I used it, and he said, no, I should remove it and put his own. I said, no. He now went ahead to go and carry it up and said, see. I said, leave the wiper alone. So
that's harassment.
Yes, so they are really, up that corridor. I remember when I moved into Lagos, the first thing that fascinated me was when I came and I saw the way they sell in traffic. Until I saw one, the guy was selling this toilet bowl. He carried it. I was like,
you mean WC?
Yes. And I was not like, you are carrying it. Who is going to buy this thing in traffic, I was just wondering and everything. And as of that time, it has even reduced now. When I moved to Lagos in 2006, it has really, really reduced. You can buy everything on traffic. Everything, if you want to buy tomatoes, pepper, everything.
This is your access.
But it depends on access.
And then most of them, they hold guns. Some of them are not really...
that's even where I want to go to, because I don't know.
And again, yes, it's very true, the fact that once you just park, because I've had so many incidences when, on Third Mainland, your car will just break down. You just see people from nowhere. In fact, you just see towing van that you've not seen as you are driving, you didn't see it. You just see it. You just come around. You just come and park beside your car. Then you see some boys, they'll come, they'll say this, that. Bring money for this, bring money for that. And it's happening very well. And these things, most of the time, they are not, most of them are thieves. They are not real, they are not really out there to help. And this tout thing, I think the tout thing has come to stay, because everywhere you go, there are touts. In the radio one morning as I was coming, the guy called in and he called his name and he said, I am the chief of touts of Oshodi. He has even owned, yes, he has accepted that. There's something like that, and he's the job description. He's so proud of it, and it's really a very terrible situation to be in.
I know Nima has personal experience.
I'm even full, as in like I'm full.
As
in like I'm full. So maybe Nima should go before I bust. Because I really want to bust.
But I wanted to greet you, Kwekpele. This is your Lagos.
It's my Lagos.
Is this your Lagos?
You know when they say that acronym or that thing that let me not say the last one. That means Lagos would entertain a thief, we entertain the lazy people, and we entertain adulterers. That's what's happening because we are too sentimental. You see, this Lagos is no man's land. Sorry, let me bust it already. You see, this Lagos is no man's land. That is what's enabled all those people. You let people keep coming into your state without proper documentation, without even what they have come to do. There's no occupation, there's no job for them. They just keep swarming in from Ojota. If you stand in Ojota, you can count how many luxurious buses will come in with people that have definitely no idea, very clueless about what they're coming here to do. Then you reach here, then they'll now say, you now start spending money, tax force, go and demolish illegal shanties, go and demolish. How did those shanties become a place to stay, become a place to harbor? Because most of these people, they were born by somebody. They came from somewhere. They are not all Lagosians. Yes, we agree that it's not only Lagosians as indigenous that will make up Lagos, but let the people who want to work, let them come. You have opened your doors to so many people who do not even have an identity of what they have come to do here. And at the end of the day, you don't expect them to feed. They will feed somehow. They will feed off the people who have legit jobs to do. I've also been robbed in traffic before, and I'm always palpitating when I get to a traffic stop and somebody if I see anybody gather anything that you are selling in traffic, the way I become very aggressive. It's trauma. It's traumatizing. And at the end of the day, these people who should make the law, they are driving in bulletproof cars. They are driving with convoys. They are driving with Olopa. And they will not allow us to have peace, just single peace. The other day I was telling I will bust. The other day I was telling somebody that I have an experience of driving on 3rd Mainland Bridge for 3 minutes. Like, yes, I drove on 3rd Mainland Bridge. This was like many years ago. I drove on 3rd Mainland Bridge for 3 minutes. No traffic. No, it was 2 a.m. in the morning. And my first fear was that, one, I was alone. I was a lone driver. 2, what if my car breaks down? 3, these boys were robbed from nowhere. The people that, like you said, the people that you never saw them on your trip, as if they come out from the waters. And as you go, people have had different excruciating experiences. Shebi, if they steal is good. How about rape? And at the end of the day, you keep reporting to the police station, you keep going back and forth, you keep wasting your time going and coming. So what exactly are we doing? I knew when Governor Fashola was governor of Lagos State, there was a plan on taking out street urchins. But we are too sentimental. From the time of Ashwaju. Since that time, I know he worked more under Fashola.
Even Marwa as
he carried them.
So into Fashola, into Ambode, I don't know if there's a laxity on Governor Sanwo-Olu. I don't know if he's playing, and that's what I'm saying, my personal experience. I don't know if he's playing a pity party card. I don't know if these people are people you want to still engage to do different vices, especially for people that are in the Agbero units, like somebody has already given himself about one Agbero. I don't know where that's coming from. Because these boys, aside from being thieves, they are used. They are used politically. Yes, we have seen too many of them. We'll see them even on socials that cameras will pick them. And few weeks after, you will still find them on the bloody road. So what are they doing there? But you can pick some people and abandon them in jail and give them life imprisonment. But what exactly are they doing? You keep endangering our lives. Yet you keep taking from us. The remaining thing that we have now is our soul.
Dami, calm down.
Calm down.
It's painful because I'm a Lagosian. It's painful.
That's why Nima threw out to you, say this is your Lagos. Is this your Lagos? Let's take a quick break. Pele, Dami. Me, I was born in Lagos.
I was born here. I was born on Western Avenue.
So we'll take a break. When we come back, you know, if you think David just bust, I know what that Nima has gone through inside traffic. So she's gonna bust her and bust us. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. We're still discussing how Lagos has been taken over by street urchins and how it's been a struggle for you to be alone in Lagos traffic. I know Nima has personal experiences.
I don't take 90 waka. She be on the show. If we have any 90 waka, I don't like to go because I will have to drive on my own all the way back to my as I cannot carry my house to the middle of Lagos. This problem has been as old as time.
Thank you.
Lagos is a failure of policy, a failure of enforcement, and misplaced empathy. In Lagos, it's misplaced empathy that brought us. This social problem is now a security threat to everybody's lives, except the people who can hire mopo and have their own hillocks, escort their rides.
Yes.
Those are the people that are exempted from this. And how did we get here? Because over time, we misplaced our empathy. You had mentioned BRF. When Babatunde Raji Fashola was governor, he attempted to take people back to the state of origin. That why are you people coming to Lagos? What plan?
You don't have anywhere
intercept,
to stay.
And people queried his government then. I don't know. I joined SHA at the time, But now, anytime I see this, after being a victim over the years, I've started to question the people coming in without places to go, because an empty hand is the devil's workshop, an idle hand is the devil's workshop. And if you come to a place, you don't have a place to stay, of course, bad people will use you, because you mentioned the people who are using them. The politicians who also use them for the numbers, who use them for the ballot snatching during the election, who use them to control areas. I don't know why we have allowed this to happen. If I count, Muson under the bridge at Onikon is a parking space. If I cannot park inside the Muson event center itself, I don't like to park outside. And my driver was not even a sharp driver. He will make sure that those boys will be telling them, see madam, she they come as if they have a right to the money. That one, I cannot even count how many times we have, had that experience. But we know that these people started as beggars. On the Badagry Expressway, you will see them, they will come to anything for the boys. And before you are deciding what is the thing, say that's not my money. One told me once in this Lagos, I was bringing out one like small amount. As if it is his right. And then small refusal because you're alone in the car. You see all sorts of things. My experience is plenty. We write textbook. Remember the firewood experience? Yes. Early morning on my way to work with my former PA then, I just saw firewood fly.
Into the car?
Into the car.
Good.
Smashed the glass. Everything. Fire. I still have that dress with fire burns all over that dress. And we could not deal with that problem at the time. It could not be solved immediately at the time. You go to the police, it's as if the system, the entire society has accepted it as a norm. Even I had to deploy a different method. Now, see, as opposed to what people think, the uniform Agberos, they don't want anything to come and corrupt their system. It was them I went to. I went to the police at Area E then, yes. And the number of hours I spent wasting to write statement, I would not have made it to work. I went back to work, I came home, and just because I had mentioned it on my banter, on my way home, I usually twirl those people. They reached out. They found those boys. They found those boys and brought them. And so we cannot, it's sad to admit on national TV that such a method was deployed to solve a society problem. But we have accepted it. Where we have gotten to now, we need a mix of that policy that has failed. We need a mix of our enforcement.
People back.
We cannot have law enforcement officers turn blind eye. I once saw them beating up a law enforcement officer. The police were just 2 meters away at mile 2 in that traffic.
Let me just take this call. I'll come back to you. Bakari has called in on the show. Welcome to the show. Good morning.
Good morning. Yes.
You are live, please. Yes, you are live. Go ahead.
At all times.
We can't hear you clearly. It's not clear.
A last officer was being beaten at mile 2. Down the road at the immigration custom office was police officers
and
custom officers. And you will see police officers talking to them as opposed to making an arrest at the scene of a crime with the authority that the law has empowered you to. You see that, leave them. So you that you are a Nigerian, who do you want to run to?
But if they beat the police officer, they will carry it on their head.
Multifaceted.
It is multifaceted. It is a society one. It's a societal one.
Solving the problem too will require a multifaceted approach. So the approach of BRF then, which is to pack people that have no house, no work, off back to their last
documents people's residence
was a good is part of what they would do. It will be part of what they will do. Another key part is I was attacked on above Ojota Bridge. My car was smashed. I still have trauma. If I see 2 boys stay around me, my heart rate would go up. Just from that experience in 2021. And because of that, I don't go out at night. But guess what? The DPO came to me. They caught the guys, but they have to let them go, because where will you keep them? How many prisons do you have? So it's a case of we would hold the boys, warn them, and send them back to say don't sin anymore. And police are usually around, but you can't have enough police to monitor the number of boys on the street. As I said, that there's many of them. It's multifaceted. You must send some back. You must stop them from selling on the road. Now, for those like Murayo that like eating pekere, inside traffic or buying that they get hungry, they will feel like, no,
it's not even safe to open your purse to pay now.
So it's not safe.
That if you take them off the street, it can be a solution. Let's talk around what possible solutions can be to the problem.
Yeah, so first of all, I want to talk about one that disturbs me a lot. These local government people. You know, these local government people, when you are going on the road, yes, especially when you have like, okay, I have a Sienna. So anytime I'm driving, you find out these local government people will stop you. They don't have uniforms. They don't even have identification cards. They will just stop you and tell you that, okay, there's no dustbin in your car, or where are your local government papers? And when you show them the local government papers, you find out that your local government paper, you see some papers will be like, they'll have Sokoto State license, this thing for radio. They'll have, you know, different things, and they'll tell you that no. They will not tell you that no, it's not that one, that you must have the one for Lagos State. You know? And they keep disturbing it. And most times when you now tell them, let's go to your office, that's where issues start.
The conversation now ends.
Yes, they will not start telling you, yeah, pay me here before we get to the office. And you know, most times it's the drivers that drive these cars. So most times the drivers get intimidated. They don't even know their rights. They don't even know that, oh, these people are touts. They're actually touts. Yeah. They are the ones doing this. It's not the real local government people that are there. So we need people to have identification cards, at least. They should have something that will identify them as
that are local government
law enforcement people. Just like the police, when we see them, when we see their uniforms, we know that they are there as police.
Let me take a call. Nambom has called from Jos. Welcome to the show. Good morning. Is it also happening in Jos?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Well done. I'm Nandom. Yes, calling from Jos. Yes. This is topic very special. And that, yes. I mean, like some of us that were born and bred in this space, I think this is something that the government tackle once and for all. So how? Not that it's possible. I think I would say that whatever you allow, what is definitely possible. I think government should enforce penalties, increase arrest and prosecution of crowds where it's not money, and prosecution bail them out. I also think tackling unemployment and poverty.
Unemployment and poverty.
Job creation, industrialization, and skill development programs. We should create structured rehabilitation programs.
Thank you so much, Nambom. I heard unemployment and poverty, and I think that's part of the problem. So, like I said, it's multi-faceted, and addressing it is multi.
I don't think just economic problem should be this is impunity. This is impunity. Somebody just coming to you. I'm minding my business, going to my daily business, and you stop me, you harass me for money, you threaten my life. Obtaining under menace is a crime under our laws. We don't need new laws, though. It's this one that we already have that we just need to enforce first. How can it be possible that somebody will just harass another citizen in this country and get away with it? It is that blind eye we must stop turning. Ramatu, nobody can ask me for local government something inside my car. We'll go, that second office, we get there. Of course. And Nigerians must start to say, okay, if for those ones, let's get to the office as opposed to the ones that let's even know the ones we are dealing with. Why won't we document residents in a state? With a state as huge, with a huge population like Nigeria, LASRA, they demand it.
When we say
they enforce it.
Sorry, when we say we have LASRA now, it's not everybody that is a resident of Lagos. Because what makes you a resident of Lagos? You live in Lagos.
You have an address, verifiable address.
Some of these people don't have address.
They know. That means, let me talk about that one. Stop giving your address to people to say they want to open accounts. People who don't have address. This problem, I mentioned it on the show, a very close friend of mine was affected. This person was using their house for all his documentation. He would just use number one, something for his documentation. And that thing was going to cause a major problem for them because under investigation of a crime, they came to the house. But the police officer in his wisdom knew that this was one of those things. It's a normal practice of Nigerians thinking you're helping out somebody. It is important for somebody to have pedigree, to be traceable, to be findable. How do you commit a crime without address?
How do you trace people that are living under the bridge? Let me take Funshaw. Welcome to the show. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Very well, thank
you.
Well.
You see, I've been listening to your program since about this boys coming out when your car got spotted on the highway, and the role the police played again. See, let me tell you. You see, from Southwest in general, especially from Ilorin to Lagos, the way the police act as if they are King God, they act as if they are the owner of their job or your car. They will just mention things to you that is very. You see, it's because the way they see people outside. They can't try that in the north. You see, I grew up in the north. I'm used to Lagos. I stayed in Kosi there. I attend the church from this upside there. You see, when I come to Lagos, the way the police act as if they are people that send me to Lagos.
They don't do the same.
Honestly, there was a day too. I was in Lagos there. My car got spoiled. So is it a good thing for my car to get spot on the road? It is natural. But the police, instead of them to help matter, they will even increase your problem. So I don't know. And some of them now. There was a day I was saying, I was in Lagos. My car got spoiled. I asked the police, instead of them to come to my aid, they were just trying to become. I said, see, I fear because I said, you see, you can't try this with me. I'm not from this place. I'm from the north. Who are you? At least I raised my voice until when they saw that I was going somewhere. They don't say, so it's not a crime if you're very good spot on the road. But as a police person, you should be responsible to assist that person. So
thank you
please,
so much, Funsho. Thank you very much, Funsho. I've heard this story about how it is different in the northern part of the country.
You know why it's different in the north? It's because the north, we don't have traffic. There's not much traffic on the road. So you find out that the crime rate there is
everywhere
very,
in
very
Nigeria. Don't let anybody
yes, but they are touts everywhere. But the traffic one, they do their own in a different way. It's totally different from.
I just want to correct that thing. There's no state in this country that they don't have touts. The methods of operation is just different. But they operate. Forget it. Don't let anybody babuse you. Because I hear that talk a lot of time. That Agbero is a thing. Known for Lagos. Forget it. All the way to Onitsha. Agbero is a thing,
it's more because Lagos have opened their
because Lagos is more populated. Lagos is more pronounced.
Let me take a commercial break.
Drink
water. Let our viewers drink coffee. Stay with us. We'll be right back. These my wonderful ladies. They've been talking. Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. We're having a very heated conversation, but we're bringing it home.
Yes.
Because we don't want to just lament about the problem, which is very, very obvious to all, which is that we have hoodlums, area boys, street urchins that seem to, and beggars / criminals on the streets of Lagos. But what can we do to solve the problem?
First solution, Ola says on YouTube that we need to harness our data. We talked about this last round. All of us must have. Yes, I remember when they've compelled it. But what is the data being used for? Are they looking for the people who don't have this residency, who don't have an address, a known address? Is there a department that verifies the addresses that are dropped for LASRA and our BVN and all of those details?
All the data we have provided. I'll add to that. Can we register people that live under the bridge? These criminals are not, they don't have a known address. But they have a phone number. And they have where they put their they put their head and put their money.
Most of them have.
So let us hold on to what we can from them. So that when you catch a criminal, take the fingerprint, take the thumbprint. If the person goes back to the street, if we catch you again, then we know how we can deal with you. And they all have areas where they stay. Your final words?
I think my final words would be, like you said, construction of prison. There are a lot of people in the prison that shouldn't be there. No, that shouldn't be there. That had delayed trial cases and that are not even culpable of the crime that they have put them in jail for. That's one. Because if they don't extradicate those ones or extradite those ones, there won't be space for these genuine prisoners on the streets. Then two, I will go back to the foundation. Who be more shaking it, who be more store. When you have a child, please train your children. There's no point in thinking that you will give birth and life will train the child for you. No, life will only send that child to prison and the child can die untimely. So please, when you have the capacity to carry a child for 9 months, make sure you also have the capabilities and the capacity to train that child so that the child does not become a menace to us.
Thank you so much.
So for me, I think we should take them out of the streets. We should do something. We have the resources. We have what it takes to just take them out of the streets. Especially the motor park, around the motor park side. We have a lot of them around those areas. It costs nothing to be able to take them out of the street. So the government should look into it and take them
to where?
out of the street.
All right.
Wherever they can take
send them back to where they came from.
Take them out.
So that was criticized now.
At the end of the day, we have to address the multiple angles of solution. It's not one way. One is register everybody that lives in Lagos, even if they sleep under the bridge. 2, no to child beggars. We must never have children begging on the street, no matter what happens. That needs to stop. 3, unemployment and poverty is part of the problem. We need to resolve it. And we need to increase capacity of our prison by decongesting the prison of awaiting trial and put true criminals there. At the end of the day, may God give our leaders wisdom and protect our lives as we go about our business in Lagos. That's what we can take on today's show. Sure you learned something. See you all tomorrow. Thank you, ladies. Bye.